Hey YouTube, it's been a while. I feel like so much has happened since I last was able to dedicate time to creating content here for YouTube. But even though I've never really sat down like this for a video before, I'll certainly try my best today. I'm happy to say that basically, yes, I am officially back to streaming after a much needed, though longer than expected break. It wasn't exactly a planned break as it started off with my computer dying. Long story short, it took a while and there was a lot of back and forth, but it works. It works now. I think it works well enough for me to sit here in front of you now. I had a lot of things going on outside of the fun of the internet that unfortunately required my attention. But an additional factor at that time was my health, unfortunately, also took a huge L, as the kids would say. I couldn't commit to streaming regularly or creating content here for YouTube, and the YouTube content was converted from the stream content. So, no streams, no YouTube. Previously with streaming, I really enjoyed streaming for super long hours, and it felt great to stream for super long hours, especially as my community was growing. Many people from all over the world would stop by to say hello at any time of day, or well, at any time of night, really. I'd be streaming anywhere from 6 to 12 hours usually. And I was very intensely enjoying it. And again, it was a lot of fun, but the burnout that accompanies streaming in such excess made it really difficult to accomplish my goals, be it in daily life or weekly things or long term goals that I had set out to see through. Because I was spending so much time focused on streaming and making content, it negatively affected other aspects of my life that left me feeling unfulfilled, really. There really is too much of a fun thing or a good thing. And soon things would pile up in a way that trying to accomplish stuff felt like I was moving mountains to get the simplest tasks done. I felt like I would fall behind, then exert myself double time to try to catch up, only to be so exhausted I would fall behind again. And that's no way to live. And when you're doing all this, it really feels difficult to keep track of every little detail or thing in life or idea or whatever it may be, right? Something else I was thinking about a lot concerning my YouTube channel in particular is how much of the short stream clips really portrays me and who I am. I feel like it only gives a very small glimpse into my life. And part of the reasons I wanted to make more YouTube videos was so you guys can get to know me better, especially outside of the goofy antics of me and my friends or the anxieties of live streaming. Also, not everyone watches live streams, and not every viewer sees every minute of every single stream. And there's plenty of moments during my streams when I'm sharing things about myself or what I like or details about my life, but it's only a short little time window during many hours, and it's unlikely that a lot of people will see it. So, YouTube's kind of a way to fix that, I guess. I really enjoy live streaming and being able to talk to a live chat, but I find more often than not, I'm usually trailing off on 6 or 7 different tangents because my brain is racing and I'm trying to communicate a coherent thought, but also reading the chat and someone says something in chat that I'm like, oh, let me make a mental note of that. And it just keeps going and I keep interrupting myself, and before I know it I'm confused and I don't even remember where the conversation started. It happens more often than you would think. On the flip side, sometimes I just quite literally have nothing to say at all. There's some days where it feels impossible to rack my brain for even the smallest minute newfound piece of information to impart upon you all. um those days, it feels really hard to feel like I'm doing a good job being entertaining or feel like I'm giving a worthwhile stream because people's time is precious. That's really what it is. I've been really happy since making my return to streaming regularly, though, and it's felt great getting to spend time with everyone. I've also achieved a much healthier work life balance, so that's been working out. I've even made some really amazing friends that I get to hang out with regularly. My best friend Susu and I play Magic the Gathering with our other friends every week, and it's usually pretty fun. I even started doing cooking streams again because, I mean, I wanted to be a good hostess and make some delicious treats for my friends when they come over. So you guys get to watch, though. That's part of the specialty, the novelty of it. Makes sense, though, because when I make something, I can't eat a whole meal or dessert meant for multiple people. I mean, I can. I can pack it away. But I don't necessarily want to, so it's great to have friends to eat whatever I decide to make for them. They get to enjoy a tasty little treat. You get to watch me do it live or maybe on YouTube. Last week, I actually burned my finger pretty bad taking a tray out of the oven, and Twitch chat was not particularly helpful with the multitude of different information they were trying to assist me with. So maybe I need some help from the YouTube doctors in the comments instead next time I sustain a kitchen injury. Anyways, Susu and I have been cooking on my Twitch channel every week on Wednesdays, and I'll be joining her on her channel on Saturdays. So we've got a lot of fun stuff planned, especially for this month in particular. It's my favorite time of year. It's her favorite time of year as well. We both really, really love Halloween, so we picked out lots of fun things and activities to do together and for stream and for YouTube, and some fun cosplay stuff too to really get into the Halloween spirit. If you want to know more about what's coming up, feel free to check out my Discord server for many more details about all the things we have planned. We also have some movie nights, watch parties, and some fun stuff going on. And I really like to hang out in the Discord in between the madness of the content grind. The new season of content and a new season of anime, too. I used to really be a super avid anime watcher, but when I was in college, I kind of fell off from watching anime because I just didn't really have the time to dedicate to it. I normally liked absorbing my new series and getting my fix by reading manga because it was usually a little quicker than sitting down to watch a whole series. But this new season of anime is so stacked. I've been so excited. Chainsaw Man is premiering. We've got Blue Lock. Bleach is back. More Mob Psycho. And how could I forget Gundam? It's really, really exciting jumping back into watching anime. And I especially don't feel so guilty anymore spending 30 minutes while I'm eating a meal or just chilling, hanging out to watch an episode because I've got that healthy work life balance now. It's nice to be back, and it's equally nice to be able to say that I'm signed to AFK Creators. They've been able to hook me up and help me out. So, by representing me, I'll be able to bring you even more high quality, regular, consistent content. And I'm very much looking forward to our future endeavors together. So if any sponsors are watching this, I mean, what's up? Hey, how's it going? I'll have more new videos coming up, including some fun Halloween stuff, some cosplay stuff, all sorts of things. So we'll get into the spirits for the month. And if you've made it this far, thanks for watching and listening to me for a while. I'm excited to share a lot more with you. That's it.